Alright, here we go. I'm Luis Rodriguez, and this is Hunter and Alexis and her mom. And today, I'm doing a speech on virtual reality. So, hold on, let's just lower that. In 1982, a research lab ran under Atari opened an experiment with a 3D virtual headset of sorts. Those who used it described it as two small TVs clipped to a pair of goggles. This was considered the very first true modern virtual reality system. Nowadays, we are all just a few steps away, whether from cardboard or a full running PC setup to having comfortable and enjoyable VR. The question now is, what do we do with it? Uses for VR are expanding very quickly, starting with neuroscience procedures, which have already taken effect, construction, which is helping stabilize systems, and combat training, which is starting in Japan and increasing into Korea. In the UCLA medical facility, they are already using VR to reduce, that must be my dog, to reduce the casualties found within normal neuroscience and tumor removals. Continuing down the line, future goals are to have such a surgery done and be back up and functioning in a month with no signs of surgery or neuro damage. With advancements in virtual physics engines, designing a building to tested structural limits has become very easy. To have a simulation that can predict falls and a structural beam failure has been put into effect in Japan and is porting to America. The ability to work within the building and place beams allows for detailed work. But many people who have had trouble communicating are also using this technology to get over social anxieties. Starting with such systems as AltSpace and Workroom are being used to surpass many I have to edit that out now. Many upcoming issues. Many people with social anxiety are finding ways to communicate more within rooms, whether it come to playing a card game or extending all the way to the other side of the world, becoming huge parts of groups, friends, communities, and even big concerts. VR is a useful machine not just for gamers but everyday specialists looking to work in a controlled environment. It costs almost nothing compared to the losses of life, the damage, and the certain warnings that are put up every time someone risks their life in a construction field, a battlefield, or going into neuroscience. These are just a few things that we've seen virtual reality be able to accomplish, and it extends even further when getting beyond anywhere in Japan and all the research being put into it every day. We've seen things from phobias being cured all the way to cancers being researched, individual atom by atom in a cell. Hopefully, when you look at a virtual reality headset and say it's too much, you can understand that supporting this item especially is more important now than ever with upcoming research. This was my speech done by Luis Rodriguez today, Virtual Reality Utilities.